The main focus for this house was to give it a refresh. An original Kingsway home is gonna have a lot of paneling. So wood focus, the spaces maybe might feel a little bit more crowded, although the home is quite large. And there's tons of character. I love the fact that it feels warm and inviting, but sometimes without that many windows, it can also kind of feel too dark and maybe not for everyone in terms of light. My clients were the third owners. They bought from a lady who was well into her 90s. They updated it right when they moved in, but then now their kids are older, their kids are in their teens, and they really wanted to create a space that their family can enjoy for the next stage in their life. When it comes to the decision about painting wood, I would say my clients definitely are in the sentimental camp. Coming in here with a fresh perspective, I didn't want to take that sentimentality away from them and also do a disservice to the woman who sold it to them. So keeping it in certain areas and brightening up in other areas are ways that you can kind of create a good balance between something that is more traditional and let's call it vintage, and something that is definitely newer but with traditional aspects. The kitchen is actually located at the back of the house, and there's a great skylight and we have a ton of windows that help increase the amount of light that you get in. Even though the kitchen might have been a little bit more traditional in terms of aesthetic, I didn't think that there was anything wrong with the design. I think that there were details and elements that I inject in my newer spaces that I put in that this already had. We try to look for pieces that are old that we can put into new spaces to make them feel even more lived in. And this way, we already had that base and we just need to brighten it up. So changing out the hardware, painting the cabinetry, it just updated it without it feeling overly traditional. We didn't change anything about that aesthetically other than just paint. And I cannot even describe to you how much paint makes a huge difference just to lighten and brighten up a space. One of the things that we left untouched was the island because I didn't think there was anything wrong with it. And I frankly believe that you need one piece that is definitely darker that grounds a space. And that for me was the bridge and gap between the paneling in the front of the house and the, let's call it, whiter and lighter paneling in the back of the house with the kitchen cabinetry. The furniture that was here before was functional furniture. I mean, they actually had 2 sofas and I put in 2 sofas. So it wasn't rocket science that there was only a number of different floor plans that could work for this space because they're a family of 4. I love swivel chairs and I don't know why they're underutilized. And also having ottomans that you can move around, I think are a huge bonus. Everyone kind of has their place that they like to be. So the function of it changed slightly, but they still got all of the seating that they had before, if not a bit more. The biggest transformation in the family room was the paint. There was like 50 shades of taupe, let's call it. As much as there was a time, I think with anything, you should use certain aesthetic elements sparingly. And so putting a lighter, brighter white, even a light gray on the walls will definitely brighten up the space entirely and will actually modernize elements that are probably more traditional. So for example, the fireplace surround was original. I could have ripped it out, but having the cabinets a lighter color neutralized it and actually brought out the tile even better. I find sitting rooms really great. We don't necessarily always have the space in newer homes to have a sitting room, and they also get underutilized. The chairs and the sofa actually are both English roll arm sofas. The couch was skirted and was coral, so like a good 7-foot sofa in coral. Bless her husband, he actually, with some help, I'm sure, chose the coral because he wanted color. And we all struggle with the idea of color. So I thought that the best way to neutralize it and to kind of move it away from the wood tones, which sometimes can be a little bit more reddish, a little bit more orangey, we needed to cool it down. So we went with a really light gray. The 2 chairs got reupholstered to being white. Those chairs were actually pink, green, yellow striped. The wood, because that is all original wood. I didn't want to paint it out. Something about that aesthetic for me connected from a masculine standpoint, and I loved that part, that there could be at least one room that felt paneled and felt original. Now to balance that, I wanted to create a space that maybe was a bit more adventurous in terms of pattern, in terms of, you know, we put a mid-century modern chair in there. We have these leather ottomans or poufs. We have a metal and wood table. So using certain elements that might have been a lot further on the spectrum than I could have traditionally gone, I think balance out the wood paneling and actually accentuate the wood paneling even better. I wanted to make sure that I led with intention, and I wanted to make sure that my clients' feelings and emotions were heard. So keeping the wood paneling, you know, most designers would say, that's it, it's out, we're painting it all. And don't get me wrong, I felt those emotions. But if people have something that they feel really attached to, it is not my job to take that away from them. I want them to feel like this is their home. I think create a home that you love. I mean, realistically, that's what we're here for. Hire a professional to help you make those decisions, because she likes to attribute this all to me, but I genuinely believe that this was a collaborative effort, and the result, we're both happy at the end of the day, which is awesome.